Good afternoon, everybody. It's 1 p.m. here. Just thought we'd go through what we're seeing after the move from last night and yesterday. So, as we kind of discussed, it's possible we could go and make a double top or pushed up to the CME gap. We've pretty much made a double top here. It's like one tick out, but an immediate reaction. So, immediate rejection as well, and high time structure broken to the downside. So, what I'm looking for at the moment is clean entries, and I'm not getting any because I don't know whether we're going up or we're going down at all. So, high time frame structure says we're going down, and then now you can see it says short. Still got a little bit of bullish pressure, but that's to be expected coming down from so high. The 1 hour here, it's still in the uptrend, clearly, but again, the double top. Are we looking to break this 1 hour down here? Already says short, already got bearish pressure, moving down. Just remember, there's vectors here. There's a CME gap up here. It's not an automatic short, and that's why I'm having trouble getting entries. Now, I got an entry before I went to bed last night, and I got stopped out. So my entry, I think, was here, that rejection. I took that rejection, and then an immediate down. As soon as I saw it turn vector, I went, oh, no, that's not good, which I know I always say that, but that's how I feel every time I see a vector as soon as I entered. Pretty much tells me it's not ready yet. So anyway, I took the entry there, stop loss just above that wick, which is just above the supply, which is a fair trade. But what hadn't happened yet was the liquidity event. Now, I took that as the liquidity event for all this in here. Clearly, it wanted to get some of this, but it didn't get the whole vector. So that's thrown me out again. Anyway, I got stopped out and it went with me. That's structure, and that's why we trade with minimal risk. Right? Control your risk. You can always add. So just say I didn't. It went with me, but I only had a little scout. We know we can add sort of here. We could add to our position and double its size, and have our entry end up about here. Or when it breaks this one, we could do it then. So then you've got a little bit more guarantee. But what I'm seeing is downward, so down low time frame. But with all these vectors up here, they're just sitting ducks, absolute sitting ducks. Now, one thing I did note, which I didn't highlight, I deleted just before I started. Just have a look at what that wick did. So that wick got half of that vector candle. So only half of it. So that's a breaker candle. This level has been retested, but the breaker candle hasn't been reclaimed. Doesn't need to, but it's definitely there as a real level for it to form a real base off and push higher. So I'm kind of expecting it's going to come and collect the rest of it at minimum, but I'm not getting any entries. I could try scouts and whatnot, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't know. So it's best not to trade in this sort of chop. If we have a look at this structure, so what it's done, it's broken structure to the downside. Down, look, up, down, and now we've got nothing. And yes, it does look very bearish. It looks extremely heavy, but I can't get an entry. Right? Normally, those two wicks there would be right for me, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced with all these things here. So I haven't taken an entry. I'm just sitting on the sidelines. I'll wait for a break and a retest. I want to see it bust through here, come back up, retest the bottom, and then I'll go, or break through here, then come up here to here even, and maybe a short there. But wherever it retests is where I'll give it a go. If it hits this demand and tests it absolutely perfectly, I flip long because we've got our liquidation grab. Well, zoom right out. Create liquidity grab, but it's only a half liquidity grab. So I'm not saying it's complete. I'm expecting a fake bounce or a deep cap bounce from this demand if it does hit this demand. Now, I'm just sitting on the sidelines because everything's the same. If we go to BNB, exactly the same setup, same everything. No retests of any structures. Even that one there, no proper retest. Supply, meh, hasn't really properly been retested. It's been wicked into, but that's enough. That's all it has to do. But there's nothing down here that's telling me, yep, the levels have been retested, we're good to go. Sellers have stepped in. So everything's bearish. But ETH, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Break structure to the upside. And then what comes down? I wanted to take a scout long here. No, just couldn't do it. Not a proper retest. Yes, the vector's been reclaimed and breaker reclaim, but not a valid retest. So to me, that's a trap bounce. So you can't short it either because there's a vector right there. It hasn't reclaimed a breaker there. So if we look at this, the next level up, this breaker here hasn't been reclaimed. So bears don't own the chart, bulls do. And it's just an absolute chop day. So don't risk your capital. Keep it until we get a proper sign. After a big move like that, it's kind of, well, it's not a huge move, but after a move like that, it's kind of normal for it to want to try and settle somewhere. So it'll be a bit volatile. So just let it settle. And even when you go to the NASDAQ, let's see how that's going. I've been struggling to get a position in this all day as well. No, there's no drawings on it. I've been stopped out both ways. I've tried the tops of retest the tops of USA sessions. If I turn the sessions on, I tried getting along for retesting USA session last night, retesting USA Open. Nothing. My target is this top or this vector candle here anyway, but I'm short. A candle closed below yesterday's open, and I'm just going to have a go. We'll see how we go. It's not very promising though. I still think it's got another push in it. I wanted another push a bit higher, but my first target's there. I got a nice little long on it yesterday from here. From here. It ran up to there, and it came back here before I took profit. I let it drop below that breaker structure. After it invalidated that breaker, I just took profit there. So just building that account. That's in the Traderfy account down the bottom here. You can see I've got a $25,000 challenge. It's really cheap. It's really good if you're looking for something different to trade. Yeah, like you said, you got your NASDAQ mini, your NASDAQ, your S&P 500. You've got the Russell 2000. You got micro gold, mini gold. Been trying to get a position in that as well. Oil's on a tear. Actually, I'll go to somewhere else in a sec. Russell 2000 mini, you've got palladium, you got natural gas, which is gapped up, shot huge. And of course, I've tried 3 shorts there and got stopped out of every one of them. It's just too big a risk. Like the stop losses are huge. Right, let's place an order there. So we'll go sell. Put the stop loss there. Paste. Take profit down here somewhere. So that's a $70 stop loss, but a 760 profit. So we'll make that short a little bit less risky. $50 stop loss. No, I'm not convinced, but that's how easy it is. And then you just click sell and bang, it comes up on your chart. Move your TP and stop loss around. And yeah, the target is 1,500. You get $1,500 profit, and then you move straight into a paid account. It's only a 1 stage. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll go to what I was going to show you. So oil in Bitfunded, the BZ, which is your Brent, it's been leading the way, like, and oil is not following anywhere near as close. It's just trickling, like it's sitting at 97, but same sort of trend, but it doesn't get the same move. So I think if we're trading oil on Bitfunded, I recommend using BZ. I haven't checked the structure, how clean it tests, but that looks pretty good to me. Look at that. That was a perfect retest. 10 is sessions. Sessions are good, but only for certain. We have a look here. It's not spot on either. It's not perfect. Oh, that looks a bit better. It's probably the same the other way. Anyway, I took a long on this before I went to bed last night. It's pretty accurate. So it's tested that level and off it goes. Now it's got to try and get through that supply. I think if we look, I don't know if this chart will show. No, this chart won't show it. I took a long last night. So where was that? Monday. Yep, that's about it. Took a long from there with that liquidity grab, and it's just taken off on me. Oh, wow. Okay. I took profit. I think I had a TP set. Oh no, it was at this. No, it was definitely it was that supply there. I had TP set at that supply, and woke up in the morning and bang, TP hit, and oh, why's my positions? Oh, cool. That's why. Half my positions cleaned out, or 75% of my positions cleaned out with the TPs. So that seems to be really good trading at the moment. Other than that, I got nothing. Just stay out of the chop. It's going both ways. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Just let it do what it's got to do, and you'll get the entries. Like, is that a short there now? I wouldn't. Maybe a scout, yeah. But this little bit here, that's the business still to conduct in supply. I wouldn't be taking a short just there. You might get a little scalp out of it. Might come down to supply demand or something. That's a 3-to-1 there. That's not too bad. But I'll be waiting for it to pull back and have a look and see if it can get in along. I'd like to think this can sort of go to like 106 or something this week. Yeah. So if we look higher even, there you go. Look at these vectors. They're going to be cleaned out. That's all the data that Bitfunded have got for us. But also, guys, just remember, Bitfunded has still got that buy one get one free, plus the $500 instant one. Do not touch the instant one. Don't open it. Don't do nothing until I've been through it with you. But yeah, they've extended it for 48 hours, so that's probably another 36 hours. All right. I got nothing else. It's just chop. Gold had a good dump this morning. I couldn't catch that either. Oh, it's silver. Silver dump too, but yeah, I couldn't catch that. There's just nothing. Nothing's given a clear direction. Like there's nothing to say. Like it says we're in an uptrend, but we're just about to break a demand. The only thing that everything I didn't take today worked out. Everything I did take didn't work out. This week here claimed that vector. So then there was another vector up there, and I was thinking, oh, I'll have a look for a long up there and see what. Sorry, a short up there and see what happens. But now it's coming down here. We'll see what happens here. I don't know. Maybe we'll get along, but I expect that gold to drop down to probably down here. Yeah, I'm suggesting that we're going through that demand, coming down to this demand, or possibly that vector. So around 4.6. If it really goes lower, it can go down to 4.5 and see it's broken through that trend. And why I thought might be able to get a short a bit higher is it could come up, retest, double top, dump, or just get that vector, dump. But high time frame, it's sitting under these MAs now. They're both curled over. It's looking bad. It's chop even, but bearish. All right. Have a good day. Speak to you on the next one. And sorry about yesterday. I just did not get around to it. Thanks heaps.